and welcome to the All-Star match. We have gotten some of the best from every single team, and we are ready to go to get into this one. We're just making sure that all of our players are good to go. We're also just making sure that everything is fine and dandy, and we are gonna have representatives from every single team coming into this one. Unfortunately, though, we already have a few substitutions as Guinness cannot make it today due to poor latency, and it's Funtrick hopping on in one of our reserves in the first place. We're also just waiting for Fatalist right now. It seems like we are also waiting for Mercy to show up for later on for the second team, but it is gonna be a complete Ambi Milson, Shiver Timora, Invox Sumi, Wotas versus No Yusuf, Funtrick, Freak, Wicked, Mercy Vigilance, as well as Fatalist. And my name is Daks. Joining me for this 5-map set will be Rebirth.
Hello, hello. Glad to be here. There's really a lot of games that have happened recently, and man, I think this is the one that people are so excited for.
Really is, and it's gonna be very exciting. We will have 5 maps today, and I forgot to actually post this real quick, but this is our map pool coming into this one. It is gonna be 5 maps. Some of the best that we have seen, some of the most popular maps in the New Wave Invitational system, and here we go. We're gonna be showing them off. Nepal, Kings Row, Watchpoint, Gibraltar, Volskaya Industries, as well as Lijiang Tower. So it follows the usual pattern, the usual way of New Wave. You have one of each mode, and we are going to be doing the tiebreaker. And later on, we're going to be saying the special rules of every single one. Winner gets the Battle Team PH Monka W. Do you guys want
What?
to do that? I don't think
No,
everyone is ready. No one's
no.
ready for that. But yeah, no shenanigans, no show matches like that. This is all about the players. And hey, Rebirth, it's good to be back in a more proper setup here in Overwatch.
I was not even able to cast properly on a paintball because it was so weird. Cast,
But hey, it's a
but
lot better now. This is real legit thing. You should be very familiar with it, Mr. Rebirth.
yes, I am.
I can't wait to see what's gonna be in store for us. And hey, Team BH plus Daps.
Mm,
No,
there we
oh, they all busy not playing Overwatch. Overwatch. Okay, we got our team names. Also, Team One good with their starting DPS duo, and of course, we just want to make sure that everyone is rotated accordingly as we do have our players set and ready. I can't wait to bring you guys the action here in the All-Star match. It's finally time after the weeks after all the setup and basically how everything has unfolded. I really can't wait to bring you guys what has come. And in all honesty, it's gonna be really exciting. We can magagots map 5. So it's all good. Oops, wrong pala. Bakit
Can
Lijiang
we
ang
actually
pinili ko?
get those? Can we actually
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
those?
Later. That's for map 5. Don't worry about it. But everything else is good to go. So have we got our team names? Where's my team names? Or ako ba gagawa? Ako ba gagawa? Can we think of team names right now, Mr. Rebirth, for these two teams?
I'm already thinking like taking the first two letters of each member and just combine.
Ah, and then you Timora. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, it's Timora on the attack on the blue side. Okay, perfect. So it's Team Timora. Well, they'll call him Team Timora and our
Can we just call team two? Can we just call team two cocked?
no. That's a terrible name. Come on, Rebirth.
Because
You want to have that
what?
flavor.
Look at this there.
You want to
And
have that flavor, and Timora is a great name. Timora used to. Oh my God,
oh my
those
god.
are great names.
And
Timora
this is why I
Yusu.
have no creativity.
Oh my God, these guys are so big brain, and I love it. Timora Yusu. Did I spell that right?
I
Palamora
don't
check.
think Timo.
More.
Timo.
It has an
Where's
more.
the A?
Yeah, okay. There's no A. Don't worry, I got
Mori.
it. The more Ryusu. Okay, we are good to go.
Kalamora.
Palamora. The OG pairing. Didn't happen though because our Mr. Calamitous wasn't able to play enough games for the sample size. So I have a question here, Rebirth. Now, looking, we had to nominate some players here and there. And what was the thought process coming into this one, especially since you're handling the stats? What were the setups that allowed us to pick these players in the first place?
Well, for the tanks, well, tanks the most difficult because you can't just uh, judge how a tank player plays just by the stats, especially since the stats we have right now is kind of lacking for tank. But for the DPS first, we usually measure the number of eliminations and the amount of damage done, and basically see like how much deaths they have accumulated in one match. As for support, we mainly focus on the healing done, and basically the same with DPS, where we measure how many deaths they have. So the less deaths you have, the better. As for tank, we basically just judge it like how we see from the previous matches.
Yeah, it really is. And hey, we'll be getting into the action very, very soon. I think it's finally time, and we are gonna start things off on our first map. That will be Nepal. We still got Kings Row, Watchpoint, Gibraltar, Volskaya Industries, and Lijiang Tower. And this is basically gonna be your standard warfare. It's gonna be really interesting to see, though. There's gonna be different lines. We made sure that almost every single team. Right, we made sure that in the original roster, every single teammate wouldn't be put together here. But since Gin is gonna make it for Team Overwine, it's Funtrick, one of our reserves from the side of Waminagi, and I think we are ready to go. And we are, of course, having the trash talk between Somi and Waka. They always do it as much as possible. But, anyone you want to be keeping an eye out for here, Rebirth?
For tanks, I would say Funtrick or maybe Inoa because of the Wrecking Ball.
What's up, Epot?
All right, I just realized both of them Wrecking Ball
Yeah,
and
it's
they're
the
on the
Wrecking
same
Balls. The
team.
Wrecking
Oh,
Ball is on the same team because Guinness isn't available there. So here we go, guys. It's finally time to get into the action, and it's finally time to get into more standard Overwatch. It's been a while, ladies and gentlemen, but here we go. It's time to get into the All Star match. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the last wave in the New Wave Invitationals All Star Week, and let's see what it brings us into this one.
I just realized. I just realized, dude, the teams know how to play goals for the fifth map.
It's gonna be interesting. I think they should. I think they should be having a handle onto this one. But this is the first time we are gonna be doing this on the TV screen. It's gonna be very difficult to say the least, but it's gonna be time. 12 players gonna be representing each and every single team. We've got Ambi, Milson, Shiver, Timora, Somi, and Wotash on the side of Timora. And on the red team, it's gonna be Timora Yusu instead of Inora Yusu, Funtrick, Freak, Wicked, Vigilance, and X-Fatalist. Hello, hello, Rebirth. It's finally time to get into the action. And welcome, welcome, guys. Now, of course, this is an all-star match, so there's nothing really on the line. Please don't just whisper your friends and everything, because there is no delay. But it's time for the halt hook here for Ambi and Milson. It's not surprising whatsoever. Inora Yusu and Funtrick in the meantime on the Wrecking Ball Diva. Gonna be dive here for the red side. Blue side, though, a little more stable with the Farmers in behind.
The dev composition here might be really tricky to handle, especially since the point, especially with the hold hook method that the team Mora has to offer. So,
I think you're gonna get tripped up by some of the name RNC, Mr. Rebirth. But oh, Nora Yusu
like,
making a mistake already. Shiver in the meantime, time to go for the push right here, right now. Ambi setting on up with the hold, gets a catch on the blockhead, and it is gonna be Funtrick zooming on in with the Diva instead. Now we've seen Funtrick on that Diva quite a while for Team Wamanagi. He's basically their off-tank player because it's Zombie their main tank. But in a scenario like this, it's Nora the main tank here, Funtrick on the off, Timora though in the meantime on the McCree, and everyone has been excited to see Timora in action. And there you go, just having the hot hand, getting that kill. Good start here for Team Mora.
yeah, you can. Oh, oh no.
Okay, okay, Nadal. Okay, may pauses pa pala. I forgot. I was not ready. My bad, cause my TV cuts
Let's do it.
that. No, like I can't see it properly, diba? Cause my screen isn't
Uh,
working anymore, so I couldn't see it properly. That's highly unfortunate though, but we should be getting back into the action very very soon. So Inora Yusu quickly gonna be restarting and looking to get on back. So kind of iffy there for Team Yusu because they lost their wrecking ball very very early. But that's how it is just sometimes, and we will have a disconnect already at the very start of everything.
the dev composition here also might not be the best since there will be not much space given for the dev.
It really is. It's just so difficult, especially with the fact that you have that wall, you have the the vertical clearance you need to make sure. And Isomi right now is selling out Wacket and his amazing YouTube content. If you guys don't know, if you check out Wacket on YouTube, he is just basically a big time YouTuber, not gonna lie.
Big time indeed.
What a guy that guy is. And it seems like Inoryusu is back into action. I think we can get back into the game, Joe, very, very soon. And welcome back, guys. This is the All-Star match. It's finally time to get into the fray. And is the blue team ready? Is Timora good to go? That's going to be the real question. The McCree already on the west side trying to get the shot on the Freak. And let's go into this game again.
I think tomorrow will get the kill on the Genji. The Genji is defense. Oh, and okay. Nope. Okay. Move on.
Hey, Rebirth, right? The new Genji changes are out correctly. Like
Oh yeah.
all the new Genji changes are out and about. Still does get the hook. And in all honesty, it kind of slipped my mind because we were doing all these random events here and there, and now we see more onto the balance itself. But Ambi staying on at the garden here in the Palace Sanctum. Here we go with Shiver though, floating all around. Vara though just being a rocketeer right now, trying to get as much value. No Ryusu though with the boop instead. And Timora Ryusu trying to really use this dive in a way that allows them to get in position. Double hit cannon behind all of this to bring on the pressure, and it's going to be a slow and steady cap for the red hand side.
It's unfortunate that Ambi got rolled literally to his
Yeah, it's just so unfortunate. But Timora trying to go for the Deadeye will get sniped out there by X-Fatalist. And we have seen X-Fatalist be one of the best honest in the scene here for New Invitationals. Resurrection though going to be coming online already. There is Ambi though going for that save, and Milson's on the Fool Hog. So Winston Roadhog, not really a pairing that we usually see, but in essence it's all about comfort right now for Timora. In the meantime, Timora Ryusu trying to go for a goal. Walking though will get pooped out by Ambi, and he gets rid of both the Ana as well as the McCree as Milson decides to drop down as well. Seems like it's a mess and a half here in the All-Star match, but so far so good for the blue hand side.
Yeah, the blue team really needs to fix their tank line. I mean, the DPS and support lines, they are viable, but I don't see any synergy for the tank line.
And in an instance like this, it's gonna be high time to get as many shots as possible.
Oh, Shiver!
There we go again. Shiver though, trying to really get it done. He's close to the Rock Barrage already, but will get taken out by Patrick instead. That Diva is just all the way in your face. Fuck it in the meantime with that Deadeye. There we go with the capture, and it's gonna be electricity time here from Ambi. Pops the Final Rage, goes for the beat tag. Timora gonna get on the board. The attacking side of the blue hand side, trying to get this point back, but Timora with the hot hand gets rid of his usual buddy Vigilance there. And in an instance like this, it is gonna be Patrick getting tased down again. Flashbang will connect. Zedai is available, and Timora gets the point back again.
That was basically just the Tomorrow show and season ongoing 10, maybe.
Yeah, never stopping, never popping. It really is just all about Timora right now. But Shiver in the meantime, Barrage is available. And in instance like this, Timora trying to just get in the way as much as possible. Winston though on the left hand side. Here comes Patrick right now, staying on the right. Ryusu though, the Wrecking Ball mines are available. And we'll see if Timora Ryusu can get in position again. Rob Barrage though from Shiver catches out X-Fatalist. Resurrection from Somi will get cancelled. And Timora needs to try and survive into this one, because this is a really good position here for Timora Ryusu, as they have that double hit scan, which is so potent on Nepal Sanctum.
It was really weird how Team Ryusu, pushed in like that. It's like they were playing like a Reinhardt comp, but it still worked out by the fact that they were able to pick off the Pharah early.
It really goes to show that's how it is sometimes. Tactical Advice though is available here for free. Roaming on around. Nana Boost gonna be available for X-Fatalist as well. So two ultimates for the defense here for the red hand side. But can Timora get the angle? That's gonna be the real question. Looking all around for a shot or two. Here comes Ambi though, pushing on forward again and again. And Milson's with the Roadhog hook, looking for another kill.
Even if there's no synergy, we can just see Milson's just trying to be as aggressive as possible. If you don't give Milson enough space, then his Roadhog will not be worth it. But Timora gets 2 kills.
Yeah, huge Zedai there from Timora, but Freak in the meantime with the Tactical Advisor just trying to get blow for blow in this instance. And Somi gonna be pushing on in again. Ryusu backing out yet again. Here we go right now with the Fool Hog trying to go for a boot play. Milson's into the abyss right there, caught out by Ryusu. Here comes Tim though, brawling against Wacket. one of the best ones that we can really see in terms of the fight. And can X-Fatal stay alive? Seems like that is going to be the case over time though, ticking on down. Mines are available, it's set up onto the point. There we go, the deflect courtesy of Shiver. He's coming closer and closer to that Dragon Blade, but keep an eye on Timora because gets a shot onto Bucket. Advantage here now for the blue hand side, but Noah's is on the point. They do get there inside. That was so close for a C9, even though they won out that clash.
It was so weird how Timor was just looking at the point. He was like, guys, the point. I can't go to it. I'm McCree.
I can't make it. I'm McCree. I can't run there. And there you go. Timora with a good start. They get a 100-99 victory here on Nepal. Zaxem. We are going to be getting into the next one in this best of 3. So this is going to be 5 maps, guys. We'll be playing this as much as possible. We're going to be looking to enjoy all we can here in New Invitationals. And of course, we are basically going to be saying to them that this is just their time to show off, this is their time to have some fun. And it's kind of similar to the Pugs in the way we're in. It really feels like some medley of different crews here and there. But so it should be feeling familiar to them. But Timora with the advantage, 26 kills to 14. But it was as close as it can be on that last round there, Mr. Rebirth.
Yeah. Oh, well, now we see okay, I thought Ambi was gonna just steal gold from Milsons. But looks like normal run and try.
Very go along with the classics here, Mr. Rebirth. And Timora gonna be looking to take that high ground again. There you go, though, with the Zard coming in behind. Timora, though, back on the signature Pharah. In all honesty, you can say for Timora, if you have Timora on your roster, it's gonna be looking very, very scary. Shots still keeping on coming Freak in the meantime. Just pointing up on top. Timora will lead to that takedown there. Here comes Inori, though, trying to get back in position. Funchik in the meantime, throwing it to the right hand. And instead, there we go with the Bindo from Ambi. Timora getting another takedown. And that is Timora with the first capture.
Really odd that I have not seen Walken yet playing that Echo, since Echo can be like a viable pick, especially against the Pharah. And you already see like how much practice that Walken has put into for Echo.
Really is. It's interesting, but they do want to play that double hit scan instead. It might be something they're trying to get comfy with. Abby though, in the meantime, rolling again. There we go with a charge already, courtesy of Funchik and Noriyusu though. Gonna be working on around again with that Wrecking Ball, and everything is just going in favor of Timora right now. They need to find a way to counter Timora, and it's just not happening because of the angle. Timora is so safe behind the rooftops, and Abby right now holding close with a shatter in hand.
Yes, we can see that Timora is really safe, and the mere fact that she's playing by the choke. And since the red team has no Lucio, they can't escape the choke as fast as possible.
Here comes the shatter, it's for free! Ambi can get the stun on, but will get caught out in the open! Never mind though, Timora making it rain in behind. That is gonna be 2 more kills to their name. And Timora has warmed up and is ready to go. Wotash though with the nano boost available. Mercy on pretty much what we really expected here, putting Somi and Tash together. In the meantime, Vigilance playing his signature Moira. We have Fatals on the Ana as well. And at least both sides gonna be having that sniper specialist on that support line as Timora catching out Freak instead.
Yeah, the red team should be really aware of where Timora is positioned, because if you just take free poke damage, you're not gonna be able to go to.
But hey, we'll keep an eye on Shiver. He's been a little bit of the unsung hero, but he's gotten a lot done. Even though Timora has 17 kills to her name, it's still Shiver right now with the blade, looking to just rotate and do things according with Wotash. But in the meantime, still is Timora's show. Timora coming in from behind yet again. Walking right now, turning into the Tracer. And here we go again. Ambido on the board. Fleet gonna get the kill as well. Nano boost right now onto the Reinhardt. Here we go with the mindset on up. And now it's time for Funchik to roam on around. 3 kills to the side of Timora Ryusu. And you can honestly say for Timora Ryusu, since there's 2 teammates of Timora on the other side, it really is going to be potential for them to counter Timora as much as possible. But enough about her. It's a good push there from Norisu again, getting kills after all of that. Nano boost onto the Reinhardt, making a key difference, but Milsons grabbing down Surge to try and punish Patrick, leads to the kill.
It was good use to grab, even if you think it's not worth it. It's the fact that you got the Reinhardt. If they push him really hard right now, they will be able to get.
Let's keep an eye on the Shiver. He has that Dragon Blade available. Wotash though with a beautiful nade there, catching X-Fatal on the Lucio this time. And it seems like the red side did decide to go fast and furious instead. But Timora used to losing members left, right, and center. Freak gonna get caught out by Tim there. And that is now 4 ultimates available here for Timora. Not even going on the point so far. They're just getting these kills as much as possible. Tim though dropping down to get the objective. Ambi and Funchik brawling yet again. But that is gonna be the fire grenade in favor of on Ambi rather. But Funchik still survives. X-Fatals instead with the takedown. Absolute chaos on the side right here, right now. now, and now it's time for the Deadeye from Freak. Uses it for the real cancel instead. Dragon Blade though into play. Shiver right now trying to get a cut on, and can he get the target? Vigilance will get caught out in the open. Rocket right now gonna be going for the recall, and all is well that ends well here for Timora. They have done everything they can, and more defense gonna be into play. Rocket survives with a sliver of HP, but that is the first victory for Timora.
Kudos to Team Mora, like all of their members, because you can see that they all played significantly well with each other. Even if like they're all from different teams, they know how to play.
It really is. It's just good synergy, and there's something to note that Somi and Timora Wambi with that double boop though. Like for Somi and Timora, they do have a lot of synergy together from playing for quite a while. On the other side though, Ambi working really good here with Nilssons. Feels like they had time to practice as Inorius and Funtra kind of just thrust into this pairing because the unfortunate loss of Guinness, but that's how it is sometimes. Good boops there from Inoa, and well played to both sides.
I have a theory. The reason why Ambi and Nilsons can play well together, because Nilsons is a Roadhog main, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Ambi, who does he play with as his co-tank or his other tank? Lone. And what does Lone play, or what's his main? Roadhog. So yeah, just connect those dots.
That's pretty smart, Rebirth. You're like a detective, just making sure that I understand everything that's going on. But you know what? I understand we are done with Nepal, and we are going to be going into the next one. King's Row will be map number 2, and we will have Watchpoint, Gibraltar, Volskaya Industries, as well as Lijiang Tower. So in a scenario like this, we're just looking to enjoy our time together as much as possible. Our two teams are together in the Discord right now, and they have really proven their stuff. They've really shown that they are some of the best in the first place, and all I gotta say is kudos to them in so many ways.
So we're gonna see the two DPS rotate, or just one of them?
Yeah, it really is. And here we go now. It's time to put Inbox in place of Shiver. Tomorrow gonna be still staying on, and we are gonna have another Watch represented in this one. So since we have 3 DPS in terms of the draft, it just basically means that DPS role is going to be rotating as much as possible. It's the best way to have a representative from every single team. And we are going to be getting into map number 2. It's Timora on the defense and Timora Ryusu on the attack. Let's get into our second bout.
Just from the all-star, like all the previous all-star games that we had, we can see like who's the best at which hero, but you can't really measure who's the best like in the game with that certain hero, because the games you had before doesn't take all the principles or aspects that are needed for a certain hero. But this is where you get to see it all.
There it is, and here we go again, back to 6v6 action, and we got Timora gonna be playing that Ryan Diva. Oh, it's time for the Echo though from Tim, and Inbox in the meantime playing the McCree instead. In the meantime, it might be the Freak Show. We've seen him really dominate with that hit scan. That Widowmaker might be good coming into this one.
Well, we're going to see double Echo from the two teams. 2 Echoes.
Twin Echo Trouble, and I can't wait to see well the newest addition to Overwatch really try to dominate into the Skylines. But here we go yet again, ladies and gentlemen. McCree Echo versus Widow Echo. We got the Brigitte though for Vigilance, which is really smart, especially against Tim and their antics on a map like this. A lot of scanning there for Timora used to, and all they gotta do right now is execute on it. And here we go, guys, map number 2, of course, the classic map of King's Row. Everyone loves this map, everyone enjoys playing this map, and I don't think anyone has gotten sick of King's Row for anytime soon.
I like the team composition of Team Mora, oh my god, or Team Blue, because yeah, we see the Ryan Diva, while the Team Moriusu has the Reinhardt and Hammond.
Yeah, we'll see. This is Inorius who wants to play that Hammond, has been enjoying his time from the Breaking Ball race, but in the meantime, it's Timora and Mohan going for a brawl. It's time for the focusing beam. Focusing, gets that takedown. Tim in box again, getting kill after kill. X-Fatal's on the left-hand side, and it is going to be high time for Vigilance to go as many swings as possible. This is still Timora's show, though. They defend for the time being, but still, something to note is they have lost the mech, and Nilssons has nowhere to commit suicide on a map like this anytime soon.
Alright, unfortunate. Oh, looks like they're still fighting.
Yeah. driver to go for the setup. Vigilance gonna get on the board. Here we go right now with the back read from Somi and going for that 8,000 DPI setting again. Bradley though online, shattered right now from Ambi, catches that X Beta, but this is pretty good here for the Moriyus who can inbox make a difference. Coming in from in behind, Bucket though with a focusing beam. And you can really see just that rally difference. You can really see what Vigilance brings to this table. The fact of the matter, those repair packs saving the day against the Echo, and that is the first thing taken. Timura Ryushu should be able to get this point within the 2-minute mark.
I just got dizzy for a second, just spectating Somi. Oh my
Don't
God.
ever start, dude. Have I taught you before that don't ever spectate Somi? It's never gonna be.
I forgot.
It's
Okay.
not gonna pan out well for you. It's never a good time, guys. It never really is. But here we go yet again, back into the brawl. Set up from to the corner. Ambi and Punchrick gonna have a little bit of a shatter tool again. But speaking of Ambi, he doesn't have a shatter yet. Used it a while ago. It's more though. In the meantime, getting rid of the bucket. Vigilance not in the field of view whatsoever. Getting pocketed there by Somi instead. Shatter though connecting from the Reinhardt to the Mercy. Pulse bomb tossed out by Freak as well. And really trying to get the pin onto Ambi there. Not gonna happen anytime soon. Inbox in the meantime, hanging in behind. That's gonna be the McCree's high time to get those shots on. And Timura holding the line again. It seems like when they do have the angle here, Rebirth, they have a very, very good defense ongoing.
Well, we can see like how the angles given to them. It's basically some initiations are made by the animates. You may think that they're not that big, but animates are really big.
And right now turning into a Reinhardt here, just gets in the face of that McCree, will get turned back into Echo mode, but it's now time for the nano boost onto the bot. It is also duplicate there from Timura, self-destruct though thrown into the field of view, and that shatters not the shield, but Patrick will survive. Freak in behind, right now getting the flag on, kill after kill for Timura Yusu as they push Timura back instead. No plate so far though from Timura Yusu, but as I say that, Abby gets a good shatter in behind. Can this blue Reinhardt actually get some value there? Not gonna happen anytime soon. Vigilance and Freak on the board yet again. Here we go with the shots already. Rally gonna get tossed out by Vigilance, and there we go with the power driver yet again. Overall high ground and low ground being controlled here by Timura Yusu, and they should be deservingly getting this second point.
The half lines are really, really good ult, especially CQC Street Face, because they really have nowhere to go, and they're forced to play one. Wow,
It really is. There's what a pulse bomb stick though. Freak is really just that freak of nature that he keeps saying on. Somi though in the meantime staying on the high ground. Gonna be playing this Mercy to save the least. Tomorrow though, going for as many shots as possible. Look at now, look at the whole angle. Tim another takedown there, and it is gonna be high time for Timura to try and defend on the third point. They do have the potential environmental coming into this one, and in the meantime, keeping on with the shots in again. Wolves focusing beam, not to get that wrecking ball, and Timura leads the kill, but a shatter from Puncher, stunning up Ambi. I don't think the follow-up is gonna be enough though, and Timura gonna be able to hold the line yet again.
I just realized how Tash is using her nades. I mean, the throwing a nade to get the Reinhardt is really good. However, X-Fatalist is also doing the same. In my opinion though, Tash is in a better position to do that rather than X-Fatalist, because you have a Reinhardt and a Hammond. The tank lane can't really push forward as aggressively as compared to Reinhardt and Sigma.
Completely agree with you, Puncher again. Oh, it's time for the Flux though. Milsys has turned into the Sigma earlier on. Really haven't seen too much impact, but he does go for the initiation. But Freak Knight now, Nana boosted up. Really want to go for Ambi. Try to focus fire onto his teammate. Will it be enough to win the top up there? Pulse bomb. Oh, Ambi and Freak go hand in hand and just die together after the hack from Inbox. Timura realizing though that without that tag line, they need someone in the front line. And there we go with a shatter onto one. There we go with a shatter onto two. There we go with the hammer swings yet again. Can he get a third shatter? Another time to go for the stun, and this is what the duplicate is all about for Team Timura. Timura just pretty much saying, "Hey Ambi, go take a break. I got you back, fam. I got everything under control." And inboxing behind of this, we'll have the EMP in hand.
EMP is going to be really crucial. However, Inorisu already discovered that he can't really play Hammond well here, especially against a Sombra. So yeah, Zarya would be.
The setup though, inboxing middle for a drop down. Let's get that EMP. Hello to everyone who is new to the stream, and this is a new wave of Invitationals All-Star match. We've had 10 weeks of action. This is gonna be another one here. I can't wait to bring you guys to the playoffs in the near future. But Timura catching out Freak again. It really is just that damage potential from the Echo really showing up to destroy anyone in the field of view. Tomorrow. Defending as much as possible. Tomorrow in the meantime, kind of getting caught out in this attack, but they do have that rally, they do have that data boost available. Something else to note, that Shatter. That was going to be another set of bombs. Shatter right now dropping down. Time to go for the corner play, but Wilson's with the flux inboxing the EMP does get 5. It's time for the nano boost on the inbox. He has the hot hand with the gal gun, and he's trying to get rid of the Freak there. Recall though to try and get away from the Sombra. There comes the sleep dart into the takedown, and what a counter blade there from Timora. Oh my god, Mr. Rebirth, that was just so good. It really was just a perfect EMP after the flux. The Rocket right now turning into Genshi, but every single time Inbox gets that field of view, it's just not gonna be so difficult. Nambi staying on the flank, might go for a Shatter sometimes soon. And there you go, gets rid of 3 already to the floor. Barshak will get hit, the takedown on the X-Fatalist. Here we go with the charge, looking for connection. Vigilance still with proper shield bash to get the stun in time. And overall, Timora Yusu getting spawn capped by this point. Timora has realized their full potential, and they are just dominating the action coming into this row. Seems like, oh my god, it's Roadhog time here for Timora. Taking it up though to begin with. Wotash though hanging on in behind. Fire Grenade is tossed out to get as much healing as possible. And it's time for the Hog to come into play as well. Timora though doing all they can to survive. There we go right now with the barrier set up yet again. Rally though is available as well as that on a nano boost. Timora used to trying to get in position yet again. Top up right now onto Noah. Looking to make sure everything is going to be fine. Dandy Rocket in the meantime going to be trying to take the angle on again. And it is going to be high time for Milsus to get the block again. EMP though into play. Inbox right now trying to find an angle or two. And Noah Reese, you can't really do much in the face of that Sombra. And Mr. Rebirth, everything fire grenaded in behind. Another big one for X-Fatalist, something we have noticed so far in doing Invitationals. But Timora right now with a slam on down. Milsus will get the takedown there with some help from Tim. Blade though in hand with Rocket. Can he actually catch a target or two? The Echo a little too high up, and Timora Yusu losing that Genji Blade yet again. But here going onto time. Inbox onto the high ground yet again. Going for as many shots as possible onto Noah. Really is sitting down there if he's going to be staying on that Wreckable primarily. And Inbox is just the anti-fun in the All-Star match. He's just saying there is no way for you to use that mobility. And well played there to Timora. They hold the line here onto the corner. That was a very long defense to say the least.
So, Sombra, easy solution for Hammer, basically.
I mean that's kind of been the tale all the time right there, Mr. Rebirth. But Inbox is playing it smart. I love the EMP plays as well there from Inbox overall. Milson's for some really good fluxes on that third point.
You see the team synergy going really in their way, and pocketing Timora 24/7, getting those picks, to enable the Timora show to last for another season.
No, I don't think this show is ever gonna get cancelled anytime soon, unless it's gonna be the star player saying not gonna happen anymore. But here we go yet again. It is gonna be high time to get into the action, and Timora gonna be on the attack this time with the Maker Farah versus, oh my, it's a Reaper here from Freak. And Rocket gonna be looking to play the Ashe instead.
I actually am curious on how Timora Yusu, how they're gonna play out this composition, because they have no shield. They're playing defense, and they have a Ana and an Ashe without a shield. Really curious how they're gonna play it out.
It really goes to show how all of this is gonna pan out. As Timora Risu playing that ball and the Roadhog right now. It seems like they're in high time to get as many kills as possible, but they will really not have that much staying power on the defense. I feel like it's gonna be a little difficult to say the least, but Timora, far mercy again. So very comfortable to have a very capable DPS to support in the first place, and that is her. That is Timora's time to shine. Coming from flank, signature hero coming into play. Pile driver though from Naruto to try and get a little bit of setup, and Freak rolls on in with the Reaper instead. In the face of the Zarya, Milson's quite low, and Naruto though gets the boop on the way, and eventually Freak will lead to a takedown, but someone has to do something about Timora. There is gonna be the sleep dart though from Fatalist before anything else. Inbox in the meantime catching out Rocket. And Sobi will get caught at the open by the 2 tanks, but overall Timora Yusu losing too many against the Farah again.
Freak had good picks towards blue team, however, he really can't be sustained since the blue team has a shield, while the red team doesn't have a shield. And also, the attackers have the spawn advantage compared to the defenders.
That's a little difficult in that instance. Inbox though, and Freak on the board. Here we go with shot after shot yet again. In an instance like this, Timura going for the bounce around play one more time. There comes the Wrecking Ball rolling on around. Milson still in the meantime with a takedown. 1-for-1 trade so far. It's time to get in position again. And Timura getting the capture as expected because there's just not enough staying power here for the defenses of Timura Ryusu.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate though that Fandrick and Inori are both together though, because I think one of them wants to play ball, like really.
I mean, I think it can work out because Puncher can play a very capable off tank, as we've seen from Wamanagi. But Inori Yusu playing the ball pretty much exclusively right now doesn't really help them, to say the least. He's just looking to have some fun because, of course, this is the All-Star match. But I'd love to see him actually whip out something a little different in an instance like this, especially on King's Row. It's so difficult to play this Wrecking Ball on these narrow streets if you need to.
Like what they say, you need when you have a rodent, they need to be free, they need to be running around, not being caged in like a CPC map like this.
It feels like a hamster just running around the wheel before anything else. There we go though with the Ash Dynamite. Bucket finally get that takedown onto Timura. And all I gotta say is, if you are going to be playing the sidelines on the Ash, you are going to be in for a bad time. Inbox though, trying to play a little bit of the supporting tactics onto the Sombra yet again. There comes the Shadow though, Abby again getting the pin. And so far so good for Timura, as it's time for the Reinhardt and the Zarya to go for the tag team tandem. Grab the surge to secure this push, and Timura should be able to get the second point for free.
I like how Tash is just super free in healing up the team because Waka can't really get proper sightlines along with Freaks, especially since Ryusu is like pestering the other heroes and not really forcing them out of position. It's really hard to force them out of position, especially in CPC map like.
Yeah, it makes a key difference to say the least, but here we go yet again, looking to get in position one more time. It's time for the hammer swings to come about though.
Good
Abby
nade.
gonna be looking to get in position. Beautiful nade though, into play onto Inoa, and it's time for Inbox to have that EMP. Timura though with the kill that they are looking for, and it's now high time to get the EMP in behind yet again. There we go with the hack though onto Inoa Ryusu. The Wrecking Ball cannot survive whatsoever. Here comes another hack. There is no surviving. Rock barrage now from Timura, and that should be all she wrote. Timura right now with a 2-0 lead. And how do you feel about this one, Mr. Rebirth? Timura is just running away with it and more.
I mean, if they keep up this performance, I think it would be most likely a sweep until maybe the fifth map. I think everyone's wanting to see that.
I can't wait for that one, but now it's high time to move on into the next one before we watch for Gibraltar. But play a game goes to Ambi as he got a beautiful shatter, got some free swings onto the Garafton Surge, and there you go. 2-0 right now though for Timura. They are just running away with it and more. Still chances though for Timura used to try and get things done. What do you think, Rebirth? What are the keys to the kingdom? What are the things that Timura Yusu can really do to make sure they get a map at least in the set?
Well, the tank line needs to like improve their synergy and maybe the DPS as well, because we see that they were running the Ash and Widow, but I don't see any crossfire happening, and it's really difficult for King's Road to have a crossfire.
Yeah, it seems like we finally have our last DPS online. Mercy is back, I believe. Where is she though? Where is she? And
Oh
Inbox
no.
is gonna be swapping with Shiver, so it seems like for Timura, they're basically just keeping Timura in for now. Mercy though, in the meantime, gonna be coming on in for Timura Ryusu, and Timura Ryusu attack or defend again. That's gonna be the real question. But Shiver Timura versus Freak and Mercy. We got some pretty big guns there on the DPS line to say for least.
Yeah, and we can't also just neglect the support lines. I mean, the blue side really good job keeping up the tanks and the DPS. Even Tash with the nades, really.
Really is, and hey, Inbox is like Timura show. I'm just gonna be basically the one to sub and out them later on. And what season? Season 100 never goes
Wow.
well. It has never stopped. That show is forever. But there you go, guys, with our map pool again. Watchpoint Gibraltar is our next map, and we're just asking real quick, what side the red team is gonna go on now? Will they go for the attack first? Will they go for the defense? So we can move into our next one. It seems like we are ready to go. Timora gonna be on the defense first. Timora Yusu on the attack this time again. And any predictions? Do you think the dive composition is gonna be a lot better coming into Watchpoint Gibraltar, Mr. Rebirth?
I want to see the Bastion comp. I want it. I want a pirate ship so
Why do you want the pirate ship so badly, Rebirth?
because okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Ube, they love playing the Bastion. Like in my scrims with them before, and they had some Ube players right now in their team. And Ryu with the ball can displace people, making it free kills for the Bastion.
Arriving at
Just booping them
Watchpoint
down off high ground.
Gibraltar.
It basically is like a Orisa, but instead you have a Hamon. You even have the boat.
That's
that
that's new. That's different. That's for sure. But
Yeah.
hey, we'll go into classic map again. It's time to go into Watchpoint Gibraltar next on the list here in our 5 map set. And don't go away, guys. We are just halfway in. No halftime breaks though. We are just going as much as possible. And we are basically looking to enjoy our time together here in the All-Star match. But Team Mora trying to run away with it. Already gotten 2 victories to their name. Strong showing from MV, Milson, Shiver, Timora, Somi, Wotash, as well as Invox. But it's high time for Timora to try and change things up. And it is going to be a Pharah here for Mercy. Timora on the other side, playing the Ashe instead, expecting to see Mercy. And it will be like, okay, that has to be a Rocketeer on the other side.
Yeah, and that's correct. They have a Rocketeer, Mercy on the Farah. Really difficult though for Vigilance and Freak to coordinate with the team since it's only the two of them who are not mobile.
Hey, something I got note also was, I mean from the chat, they're also mentioning it, but it was really impressive that the double hit scan was neutered from going for the push in the first place, going for the backline harassing.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that was something to note there. So this time, Timora gonna be looking to do the opposite. Freakto and Shiver gonna be on Twin Genjis, and this is what I want to see coming into this one. I want to notice this. I want to see what the Genjis have in store for us. And there we go with the power driver from Nori, so Puncher gonna be playing that Diva instead. It's high time right here right now to get them to watch for Gibraltar, as Milson's getting hammered on the way. Ryan Rodog though, it's absolute comfort right now for Timora, but it's still gonna be a good push here from Timora Yusu instead, as Freak will get caught by Milson's out in the open.
Some might say that Orisa might have a better pick, especially since you want to pair it with the Roadhog, but for defense, you might want to stick with the Reinhardt, a mobile shield. Much
Okay, make sure that for Mercy needs to stay alive. 12 HP and Dream Blade topped up there for Fatalist, as Vigilance is the one on the Ana duty this time. Shiver though, gonna be hanging on back at the end. It's gonna be time for the car wash push though from the attacker side. Again, Timura actually hold the line here. It has been a pretty close pair so far, but this time no Risu gonna get caught out by Wotash and the nade. Good stuff there. Focus fire onto the Wrecking Ball yet again. And it's high time right now for Timura Yusu to look for a little bit something else coming into this game.
Vigilance, as we all know already, is like a really good support player, right? And we can see that he's having a hard time, really. Honestly, like getting these sleeps or these nades, especially since one, they can't get the high ground, especially with just one Reinhardt against a Reinhardt and a Road. So they have to sync up together, coordinate, to push together, and maybe get the high ground for Vigilance.
You know, something a little bit of a rude awakening here has to be the Timura and Freak interaction. Freak wasn't there in the WhatsApp Always versus Mamanagi game, and now it's time to see what Timura is all about. Vigilance though gonna fall down to the hand of his teammates, and here we go with Ambi going for the charge. Ambi has been one of those players who have been really low-key good. And Shiver right now with the Nana Flame again. Shiver gets 2 so far, catching out the Zarya at the same time, and Norisu trying to survive. He will fall there, and Vigilance moves over to the Brigitte instead, but Timura right now just really full holding for the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, really impressive stuff right there. They really have to shut down Timora. If not, then I don't think they can go far.
And Ambient just enjoying his time against Freak. Rocket Barrage though in the play. Mercy right now still survives and gets 2. Beautiful bubble there from Norisu. Makes an opening right here right now. But Somi again, sneaky as Mercy in the Wild West to go for the res. But this does give Norisu the opportunity to get that push on. As you said, oh my god, Ambi, what a charge! Almost catching out Vigilance to the wall. But this is now, we've seen the Demora show. We are also seeing the Mercy show into play.
Yeah, and second point, like if Mercy is able to get space, then I think the second point will be captured really fast.
It's all about just getting the choke point. It's all about making sure
Yeah.
that you can put your opponent in a bad spots. And in a scenario like this on Watchpoint Gibraltar, it's the more used right now, finally getting the momentum with 3:27 on the clock. But Bob, about being what's available, I feel like for Timora, they can't be able to hold if they use their ultimates correctly.
Ooh, Milton's really out of position. Like, if they had enough focus, they could punish Milton's already.
But the Road Dog is very, very tacky per se. He goes for the hook right now, but X-Maidens should be able to survive that one. Mercy Brig right now with the Valkyrie in hand. Here comes the Bob Dome tossed into the field. Shatter's payable. Gets a stun on Funcher to the wall, to the floor. Everything is just going Abby's way. Gets the pin on the Freak again. That is just so unfortunate as Timora gets a beautiful bob into the back line. And Timora able to just hold the line one more time.
Man, I actually pity X-Fatalist. Since, you know, Mercy. And if you're against Somi, be wary of his DPS Mercy. Be wary.
That pistol play makes a big difference, but it's the Mercy Ana together again. Here we go though with the top up onto Timora. It is going to be high time for Milson to try and look for a pick or two. But for Timora, they are still staying onto the high ground as much as possible. Twin concave, twin action from both sides, even in the middle. Dynamite not going to get tossed anywhere as well as Timora with the tag. Beautiful headshot there at the Mercy. And I feel like here for Timora Ryusu, they should be looking to take that high ground away from the opposition.
Yeah, they can't really pass with choke, especially since we have a damage boosted Ash up there taking, yeah, just killing everyone as they pass through the choke. They might need to get more shields, maybe a double shield.
But hey, it's been the Timora difference right now, and I guess sometimes you just have that player when it is completely hot. There's a little too much to have. Little Shiver though has been doing an exceptional job as well. But right now gonna be on fire. 5 ultimates still into play here for Timora Ryusu, so you should have a good kid coming into this new engagement.
Man, I wonder if Timora actually joined the other All-Star matches minigames. I wonder if she would have won F.
Mercy though trying to go for a solo ult against Milsons, and it really is just clan warfare right now. Milsons unable to get the hook though in time. Tomorrow will get that kill there. Really funny stuff. I like how Mercy trying to do what Abby and Freak are doing, but in instances like this, it's Timora still holding it into the front line. Tim, Ship, Timora on the board again. Double hit scan right now, and you can see the difference here. There's the crossfire we're looking for from above, from the side, and that's a team kill here from Timora.
And we can see that Timor users really scattered on who to pick. They could take high ground, get Roadhog off high ground, maybe push Roadhog first, then push him slowly.
It's high time for Mercy to actually go for this
What's
Genji.
Ambi doing? What's Ambi doing?
Sneaky peeky. He's been wanting to do this for quite a while. It's time from the top rope and the rally! But here we go with the Graviton Surge as well as that Shatter. Shiver in the meantime with a Deadeye from above. 2-for-1 trade so far. Absolute chaos unleashed here as Bob is into the front line. And that is going to be high time for the rally to keep everyone alive with Abby back into the fold just to die. Freak gonna get that kill. Shiver in the meantime still staying on. Simora still onto that high ground, and free shot after free shot. This Ash looking nigh unstoppable. Somi right now with the pistol. Freak gonna go down out of nowhere. But if we do get the push here from Timora Ryusu, can they stick us? That's gonna be the real question here.
Really aggressive play by Mr. Somi and not punished yet, which is really weird. Because if you see a position, just get the Mercy.
Let's go for the Winged Angel, but it's time for overtime. Milson's gonna get 2 kills. Might be a C9 here. Point 83, so very close. And honestly, if Inorisu as well as whoever else is there gets the proper focus fire, they can make a difference. But Shiver right now turning into Bastion instead. You've been looking for this one, Rebirth, but it isn't gonna be on the side of the push. It's a side for the defense instead. Here comes Milson's though with the Hool Hog. Can Timoriusu finish up that point? It seems like it's not gonna be in the cards anytime soon. And that is gonna be all she wrote on the attack there for Timoriusu. Timora right now, just with a pretty good hold there on the second point.
I have not seen yet the Nano Mercy. Because, you know, whenever I play with Somi and I'm Diana, she will be like, Nanami, Nanami, Nanami! I want...
insistence, but that's basically it. Solid play right there from Timora yet again. Is able to do so much in the first place, and in a scenario like this we'll be looking around to see how everything else is gonna be unfolding in the first place. But absolute kudos there to Timora. especially with the double crossfire there between Shiver and Tim. Here we go though with Roadhog. What's the side here for Tomorrow Risu though? I'd love to see them maybe play a more classic dive rather than the Wrecking Ball if they're trying to really find their footing. Maybe Winston Digba might be able to defend any kind of position here on Gibraltar.
Yeah, if they have a Winston Diva, I think Freak can play Genji, then Mercy would go Farah, and Vigi would stay with the Ana, and yeah, X-Wing to this one Mercy. That would be a pretty decent comp, but this can work too. Oh, what's this? I see a Bastion.
Oh my, Shiver, Shiver,
Oh,
Shiver. Looking
is
to...
it? Is it? Is it? Is it my? Yes, I think it is. Wait, what?
He wants to go for it, Rebirth. He wants to make sure that he can just basically get the position with this one. It's high time right now for the Bastion to... Oh, it's Flag Bastion
Oh,
here. Shiver
it's
instead.
Flag
It's the
Bastion.
Roadhog though. Trying to get position, and what is going to be the play here as it's Norris onto the high ground already. Ambito leaping on forward will get pinned there by Punchik. Good NATO catching out Freak. But what is the plan, Shiver?
Oh, Shiver?
Keep an eye
Where are
on
you going?
him.
Oh.
Where are we going? What is the adventure here, Shiver? Sneaky peeky, just like Milson's. It is going to be a two-prong attack as there's the hook onto X-Fatalist. And now the distraction is there. Shiver look at the setup. It's time for the Gallo Gun. And
Oh,
sleep
nice
dart from
lead.
Vigilance. Beautiful reaction time there from Diana.
Really good sleep tire. But too early for Shiver, to be honest, to peek out like that. He should know that he has no shit. Oh, what's Milson's doing? Is he spawn cam?
I think so, I think so. X-Fatalist, no fun there.
no.
Oh my god. -1 support every single time. They need a turnaround to get rid of that Roadhog. I think they should be able to get a little bit of payload progress here for the attacking side, but in all honesty, it's absolute value. Freak though holding the line. Gonna get caught out of the open, tossing that dynamite. Where is Wilson? So he's still alive here. And it is gonna be a two-prong attack. And again, Abby Wilson's on the board. And I really feel like the defense there for Tomorrow Risu should have concave over to Milsons. Make sure that Roadhog was dead already. And in this instance, they're getting hit by both sides. There we go with a takedown eventually. But overall, it's just a little too much to handle. Timura with a pretty simple push to get 5 minutes on the clock.
Okay. I've seen a lot, and I'm just gonna point this out there, guys. And there is a lone enemy. Oh, nice Genji. But whenever you see a lone enemy in the backline, focus that one, then go back to the fight in the front.
Yeah, it really is. Makes that big of a difference. Contractor going for the charge again. Wilson's in the meantime survive. There we go with shot after shot yet again. Let's make sure everything is fine and dandy. Shadow is available. Shiver gonna get that kill again. And Timura is in a good spot so far. We'll see though how this is all gonna pan out. Freak in the meantime. Maybe let this set up again. Let's go though with Tash trying to get on the way. Oh, Shiver is popping off and he has the blade in hand. Can Tash get that nano boost in time? Looking for the target here, looking for that Genji. It might be high time to go for it. And will we see the click and boom? Anticipation is killing me here at Rebirth. I'm waiting for the Nano Blade. I can't wait to see how this is gonna go. Deadeye though, protected by the bubble. See if I can play Milson though. And Somi right now, out of nowhere. And it's now time for the Nano Blade. It's time for that box. It is a cleanup crew. My name is Tomorrow Freak. Gonna get a kill there though. And it is just overall a solid push here from Timora. They will be able to take another map. And it feels like they have just run away with this game.
Really good teamwork by Timora. Even like some of the stuff, the tactics they have or they could, are not like per se from the book. They made their own tactics, basically like Wilson's being the back, spawn camping the Mercy. Yeah, just really overall good performance.
You know, Mr. Rebirth, all I gotta say also is just there is one thing Timora has, and it is the Timora difference. That's basically it. Timora is just so solid in so many ways, and in all honesty, for Timora Risu, they're really trying their best, but they aren't able to get a handle onto their opponents as of yet.
Not only that, kudos to Milsons and Ambi because like Ambi is the aggressive type of tank that you have, while Milsons, you know, just that 1v1 potential as Hog. And Somi and Tash basically playing the two supports that are really good.
It really is, and we are now gonna be getting into our fourth map, ladies and gentlemen, and our next map on the list will be Volskaya Industries. It's 2CB time, ladies and gentlemen, and this has been the map we're in. We've had some really good 2CB games. We had so many close ones between so many teams, you know, Wamanagi Ube, Washed Up Homies, Uwatch, to name a few. And well, it will be a big difference maker to see, well, how these new configurations come into play.
Hey, Daks, I suggest
Yo.
something. What if we shuffle them right now? How about that?
No, no, that's their teams. That's pretty much it. I'm expecting they actually work together just a little bit, but
Okay.
you know, I can just really say that the Timora difference makes just throws balance out of whack. You know,
Yeah.
it's like Timora is so good.
It's just up there. Yeah, it's just up there.
Yeah, up there. It's really up there for so many, and you could say that the sport line should have a pretty good distinction. The tank line should be a pretty good distinction as well, and the DPS
Yeah.
line is also solid, super solid. But there is just that extra flavor sometimes that Timora brings, and this isn't just about showing off for Tim and her antics. It really is just there has been no answer so far in the scene overall for Timora and her play in Overwatch for the Philippine scene.
hmm I think they're just intimidated. I just think.
But hey, you can't really go wrong with this. This is an all-star match. It's all about just showing off what you have in store for us. And hey, it is just absolute synergy so far. But in any case, we will go again. It is gonna be for map number 4 out of 5 before we get into our special map. And it's Timora usage playing the defense first this time compared to the attack of Timora. Seems like though both sides are ready to go, I believe, and it is gonna be another bat here. We have gone through our first 3 modes already, Rebirth, and it really feels like we're just doing another new wave invitationals. But these mixed teams really trying to represent each other, trying to represent every single team as much as possible. And you can say that everyone is a winner here because they have made the distinction that they are really some of the best in the first place. But that is just how it is sometimes. Let's go into Volskaya.
So I wonder what compositions the two teams have in mind. I still am wishing for the Bastion. I want cheesy comps because I have not seen a cheesy comp yet in this All Stars. It's all about fun and games, but yeah, I want cheesy.
Yeah, it really is, and there you go again. It's now time for Timori to try and figure out things here and there. When you change the names, unfortunately, it doesn't really react in time for the scoreboard, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, that's how it is sometimes. But in any case, here we go again, and it is going to be high time for Alusha Ana here from Timora using Mercy and Wakat can be together versus Shiver and Inbox this time. It's Free taking a little bit of a break, as well as Timora, who've been playing 3 games straight. And in an instance like this, you want to make sure that your players just a little bit of a reprieve on either side. But we go again to Moriusu potentially playing the Ultra Aggression, as we have Funtrick already set up, and Moriusu trying to go for a boot or 2. What is going to be planned here for the defense? What do you think, Rupert?
Oh, I think they are just hold the choke, like pile driver, Yusu on the team, and then just swing with a speed boost maybe.
But hey, maybe just maybe
Oh.
we have some good points there on the chat again. And Timora used to mitigate damage overall. That is just gonna be all about them trying to survive as much as possible. Mercy though on the left hand side playing that sword grid. And we see Mercy play the sword. Funny fact that she's been able to reach Masters regardless of this hero, just really understanding how to go against the counter in so many ways. But Ryan Zarya versus Bull and Ryan, who will have more stay power. Won't dash though with a shutdown onto the turret. And here comes trouble. Timora trying to make it through yet again. It is gonna be high time though for that Echo to get in position one more time. It's still no Funtrick going for the charge to this outside, and everyone from Timoriu's side trying to relocate to the point, but they already lose Bucket along the way.
I really like how the red team pushed in slowly, knowing that they don't have a Lucio compared to the blue team that has the Lucio. They pushed in slowly, took space slowly, took their time, and when they saw the Hammond like going out of the fight or leaving the fight, that's when they pushed in.
And look at that, it's a summary execution. We saw Faithless try to rally that speed boost in, but it doesn't matter. They are just gonna get caught out yet again. Abby Wilson's really a strong pairing. And maybe, just maybe, if we only had Guinness there for Timor or Yusu, it would have been a little bit more of that synergy. But it goes to show sometimes things happen, and in a scenario like this, Timor or Yusu right now gonna be on the ropes on this defense. They're gonna try their best to really hold the line, to say the least. We have 2 of the pillars of Amanagi though, punching in Gucci versus that main DPS. Shadow though, not really able to get the connection. Here we go again right now with Inbox holding on to the bomb, but Wucket does get that takedown instead. Shots keeping on coming already. Deadeye is available, very good with Multicore all over the floor. And so far so good here for Tomorrow, so they finally get the hold properly on Volskaya.
Those are really good boops and pile drives for Yusu. However, I think it would be better if the team follows up from the pile drive, because I don't think that they're following up like properly.
feel though for tomorrow Ryusu, they should be able to play a little bit on the aggression, but at the same time, just be very, very careful because there is just so much damage that can come their way at any point in time. Look at though with the Deadeye from the middle. The question is, can they actually get the angle in the first place? Here we go, then Inbox and Abby on the board. Duplicate is available. The attacking side does get that first frags that they need, but here in Volskaya, you need to be decisive. You need to make sure that you can get every single kill. Grab the surge right now from Milsus again with the setup, looking for that down. Botcher in the meantime, turning into Diva, and there's the Shatter catching out in Noah off the point. High time there for the Wrecking Ball to get caught out in the open. This is time for Fudrick to move on in, but we'll get charged! And goodbye to Ambi, goodbye to Fudrick at the same time. Fatalist though, making a difference with a sand barrier, and Walkett with a clutch doofus out of nowhere. Will it be enough though to hold the line? That's gonna be the real question. Tracer here from Mercy trying to loop on around again. Nana Boost though, onto the Norizu looking to survive. Pulse bomb now connecting. Goodbye to Vigi, and it is gonna be Mercy all on the point, all by her lonesome. Pulse bomb available, will get caught at the open. In Norizu trying to roll on the way. Fudrick right now gonna get D-Mech very, very soon. And in the meantime, here comes the doofus getting felled out of nowhere. Fatalist trying to survive as much as possible. Ambi should be back in the fight as Inorio gets rid of one. There we go with the hack antics so from Inbox yet again, really shutting down Inoa as much as possible. There we go with the pulse bomb yet again. There we go, a shield bash though from Vigilance, trying to get in position. Another kill though from Bucket out of nowhere. And every single time Bucket gets a kill, it's gonna be surprised, but this time he falls out of the points. And Shiver gets that final takedown. 3:32 on the clock for the side of Timora. And we are gonna be looking to get into the next half of this round.
Quite unfortunate how that turned out. Ryusu died too early in that initial clash. Like, he had the mines ready, but he got booped off to the point that he got displaced by his own hook. So he was hesitating on whether to use the mines or not.
Hey, all I gotta say though, real quick, is in an instance like this for Timora Ryusu as well as Timora, there are just those rivalries in terms of cross teammates. So you can see why Invox loves playing that Sombra, because of course his teammate Ryusu loves playing Sombra. Does get in the way. For Funtrick and Vigilance, they're trying their best to do all they can against Timora, even though Tim isn't in this game right now. And that is just the focus fire there. Look in the meantime, just memeing Somi as much as possible. Mercy and Milsons, you saw that solo ultimate there from the Farah. And ex-Fatalist as well as Shiver not really having too much interaction per se compared to everyone else, but it really just makes a difference on the bench. Of course, that Freak was taking a rest there, but against Ambi, those solo ultimates. And who else is there? We also had, we just saw everyone in the first place. Unfortunately, Guinness and Motash unable to get their interaction because of Guinness's internet, but overall, it feels like it's just fun times right here right now, even though Timora is kind of just dominating everything they
what
can.
Hammond tech do we have? Oh my god,
makes it.
that's so true.
Hey, I mean, he knows the angle already. He's practiced that many times.
Right, yeah.
And onto the back line already. It's gonna be Timora Ryusu trying to get the attack on yet again. There we go with the charge. Ambi trying to make it through. Doesn't really lead to much. Inbox though in the meantime catching out first. There we go with the Genji in the face on the first team. And Bucket desperate to get that blade in hand. Now I think a good condition here for Timora Ryusu has to be that Nano Blade. If they work together, Inbox still gonna get put down by Funcher. I think that jump wasn't really the best there from Inbox. And hey, it's still high time though for anyone to get the hell out of there. Too much damage getting taken by the Wrecking Ball. Vigilance though gonna have a lot of opportunity to get that Nano Boost online. In the meantime though, it's still gonna be a stable position here for Timora on their defense.
I can see Milton's have like barely in charge if you see him right now. And I can see that the blue team is already holding the trigger fingers when you see the bubble online.
Yeah, good. Basically good use of the matchup, and they have found their way to really shut down Milsons and his DPS department on Desire. But there we go with the bubble setup again. Shiver in the meantime taking advantage of all the carnage and gets rid of Bucket. Valkyrie though pop already. Somi trying to just go for the fly on by. Mercy though gets rid of a takedown, and this is gonna be time for Somi to whip that pistol out and get rid of the Farah along the way. Ex-Fatalist though gonna get tagged on down yet again. Timora in the face of everything else, and Vigilance trying to survive. It's just not gonna happen because Shiver as well as Somi just all the way in the face of adversity again.
Yeah, you're right that they're basically going against their counterparts of the team. I already saw just Fontrick and Inbox saying hi to each other, and they're like, no, save me, I need to get back to my team.
Just let it be, just let it be. But Mercy gonna be flanking on the west side. Fatal's gonna be looking to do the same as well. Nanab is not available to go
Adaptive
for
circuits
Vigilance. And it's
engaged.
time for Shiver to play his main. Goes over to the Genji duplicate instead. Vigilance a little too busy, scoped on in. And Shiver is just getting free kill after free kill. 2 kills on the board. Shiver impressing right now with the duplicate. Rocket Barrage though from Mercy. Gonna be able to get the takedown onto 2, but it's just so difficult right now with the back of mana that the Genji has gotten 3 frags on the board. Shiver though turning back from the Genji to the Echo, but Mercy will survive. And this is the Mercy show that we have been talking about. Out of nowhere, Mercy can really get anything done. So Arathon Surge though into play, catching out the 4-4 Farah. Nanabus right now on the Millsets after the Celtic Shock was blocked out by the tank line. And it's now time for Rocket to whip out the blade. Can he survive those Sleep Dart courtesy of Voltash? Beautifully done there, but Funtrick still leads on us. The game is still ongoing. There you go. So we should be able to get back. Sorry about that little hiccup. But we are still into the game. Seems like we just had a very major error real quick. But don't worry, guys. We're back into the fold. And you didn't leave us too much. Tamora trying to get that push, but unfortunately it just didn't pan out for them. In the meantime, here we go yet again. Fire Strike now being tossed out. Inori is going to stay on the low ground. And Ambi and Nilsson's right now going to be onto the top part one more time. Still though, the push coming to a shove dot right now being tossed over. Milson still going to be able to catch out Sue yet again. And Shiver with the sticky bombs to get the connection. Team Mora, even without their star player, they are just looking to manhandle the opposition. And that should be all she wrote. Overtime not ticking on down. Can anyone survive from the blue side? It's not going to happen anytime soon. And that is victory here for Team Mora.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate that they just decided to whip out the Ryan Zarya in the very last clash. Could have been better if they whipped it out in the first place, because they will have that grab and that earth shot. It was actually funny how Milson just grabbed Mercy. I wonder how Mercy felt up.
I mean,
Just solo
you
grab.
gotta catch that far, especially when she's popping off. And I know Milson knows that is a problem. Milson knows that is a target. We just have to make sure that that is gonna get felled anytime soon. But there you go, cards on the board. And now it's time, Rebirth, to get into our special match coming into this
Oh
one.
yes.
Okay. Let's quickly go run down the rules again, though, very quickly. For our first map, we will have Zen Goats. Second map will be Wrecking Ball plus 3 DPS. Third map is Classic Dive. And any other rounds is gonna be a 2-2-2. Okay, for map 5, remember the special rules. Pick your DPS duo first. Pick your DPS duo. Map. We will do best of 5. We will do best of 5. Oasis. First map is Zen Goats. Second is Classic Dive, which is basically the Winston
Winston
Diva,
Diva.
Tracer Genji, Lucio Ana, and then third, no, the second is Wrecking Ball plus 3 DPS,
Oh my
and
goodness,
then
this
third
brings
is
back those
Classic
memories.
Dive. If there are fourth and fifth matches, back
We
to
go back to
2-2-2.
those.
No, back to 2-2-2. What the hell?
Aww.
So that, no. We've had enough. So we'll be seeing some goats come into this one, guys, and we'll put a score at 3 in our next map. Why did they say Oasis? Why did they say Oasis?
I don't know.
Lijiang pala. Lol.
You
Why
know
is it?
when you
What?
when you made it Oasis, it reminds me of the tryouts you just held before, like last year. Oh
Mhm.
man, the memories.
What are the memories? Yung Rebirth, tell me.
Okay,
Enlighten me.
okay. So the tryouts basically, you made us go goats specifically with the
Mhm.
pre-shuffle team. Okay, from all the people trying out, and for the Oasis one, you were saying go goats, and we had to make apparently a decision whether dive goats. I mean
Mhm.
the Ryan the Ryan Diva Zarya or the Ryan Div wait no, the Monkey Diva Zarya. It was either those two. So apparently we all got it wrong in Oasis because it was the one with the jumping pad. I forgot. Was it City Center? I forgot. But yeah, the one with the jumping pad. So we all got Rhine goats instead of the Winston goats, and we were like, okay, well, who cares? Who cares? We just make do with what we do.
It really is. And apparently, I think I just swapped the teams kanina. My bad there. But it's Freak gonna be coming in with Mercy, and it's Timura and Shiver together this time. And this will be our last map, ladies and gentlemen. It is finally time to get it on. It's finally time to get things going again. And we will have basically the special so much for all of you. It's a little bit of a hiccup there onto the stream, but we should be all fine and dandy in any case. And we'll welcome back. We still go on as much as we can. And no worries, so Frontic, Freak, Mercy, Vigilance, and Connect Fatalist versus Andy, Milson, Shiver, Tamora, Somi, and Wotash. It is finally time to get into our special match, and it is finally time. We've had some really great maps so far. We had Nepal, King's Row, Watchpoint, Gibraltar, and Volskaya, all taken by Timora. But we'll see if Timora Ryusu can get the big one, can get the special show match itself, as it is high time for us to move into the next game. In any case, here we
I
go again.
can't wait.
I can't wait indeed. So here we go, guys. Lijiang Tower. It's Timora Yusu on the blue side, Timora on the red. And it's gonna be a classic one. Everyone loves and playing this map. And we are gonna get into the game. So Zen Goats is Ryan, Zarya, Eva, Zen, Lucio, and Rig. There you go. This is map 1, ladies and gentlemen. And you are going to be able to play that 3-3 lineup for the first one. It's been a while since we've seen Goats, Mr. Rebirth. And what do you remember distinctly about Goats in the first place?
Team coordination is a must. You cannot go off on your own. You stay as one. You stay as a unit. You're basically a tank if you think about it. So this is how I picture it. You are a tank that can heal, like yourself as a unit, that can do damage and can move as one. If you're able to do those three, then you'll be basically the perfect tank.
Oh my god, the nostalgia is in full force. And here we go. Ambi Ryan. 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 Okay, there you go. We are good to go. It has to be a mirror matchup, guys. And we are gonna get things going. So Zen Goats versus Zen Goats. The Discord Orb is gonna be absolutely huge, especially with the buff itself. And any target gonna get caught out by Discord Orb is gonna be making a difference. But it's Funtrick versus Ambi. That is gonna be the biggest deal of them all.
Look at that movement.
Movements. You can see that the DPS there of Mercy is the one taking that Zarya, but Somi with the first frag on the board, double pin already in position. We saw a pretty good cascade from both sides, but it eventually devolves into outpocket chaos onto the point. And something about the Philippines scene, we never really liked Goats too much, and still though, for Timora, they are just able to be winning that one out pretty handily, to say the least.
Yeah, this is such a epic, like, it's so much things to happen that you can't really catch everything. So it's gonna be a really messy fight if you think about it.
Yeah, and they really need to be together. It's every single person has to be doing their job. They have to be out together as much as possible. Discord though into play onto the Reinhardts on both sides, and then it's really Funtrick right now trying to get into position. Shatter though, courtesy to Ambi, he gets the angle all rallied right now. Vigilance though with a sound barrier in response, and we'll see if X-Fatalist can go for his own swings, but Ambi does bring Funtrick onto the Abyss. Breaking the meantime, ready with a trance, going for the heal, but it's a little too late to save X-Fatalist, and in a scenario like this without the Brigitte, they have to back on that. Classic stuff here with the Zen Goats. Freak though trying to get as much DPS as possible with the Zenyatta. And right here, right now, they do get the catch onto Wotash instead. Counter grab though coming into play. Self-destruct though to go for the counter. And that is going to be Mercy getting caught in the crossfire with the big bomb yet again. Somi though with the Transcendence, allowing Timora to go for the push yet again. And it seems like for Timora, it really is their coordination a lot more on point than their opponents.
Yeah, if Team Ryusu were able to like just realize who were out of position, because there were many instances where Ambi was away from the team, and with that, you can easily punish the Rhine. You have a Lucio, speedy.
Ambi though again, he gets the side shatter one more time. No restore.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
Some missiles, and here comes the rally courtesy of X-Fatalist, looking to make sure everything is going to be fine. Danny Timora Ryusu trying to compress many hammers as possible, and there is going to be the counter rally though from Timora. Both sides just macing to the face. Zomi though already ready with a trance, and you can see for Timora with that first frag onto Vigilance, it gives us a big advantage. Shadow though in the play. Funtrick though gonna get basically cock-blocked there by Zomi with the Transcendence, and Timora right now is going to have just like utter Crazy.
Oh man, this is just being really nostalgic at this point.
They did this in the Korean show match. Self-destruct though, gonna catch out Freak. And that is gonna be all she wrote there. Tomorrow with 100-0. And our next round is Wrecking Ball plus
Triple
Freak,
B.
yes, plus 2 support. And there you go, guys. That is our next composition.
0 to 1.
So,
No,
it's good. What's up?
You know, I was actually thinking like triple DPS. Wait, didn't we do quad DPS before?
Yeah, I mean, I want to keep it more stable on triple DPS. Come on, come on, that's a
Yeah.
little too much. Quad DPS is a little too much. So we'll see some balls. We'll see basically a bunch of DPS, and who's gonna be playing DPS there on red side? Okay. Puntrick. One tank only. Puntrick. Yay. There you go, guys.
Yay!
We are gonna
Oh,
see
this-
Puntrick, Freak, and Mercy against Ambi, Shiver, and tomorrow. What do you think, your Rebirth?
This is interesting. Like in a map like this, since it's CQC, you want to play shield tank, like many shield, but since they're only playing one tank, it's gonna be
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate we didn't get Gardens for this one, but hey, that's how it really is sometimes. They will have to do with what they can. Disruption, though, is all about it. It's not about environmental Rebirth. It's about using the Wrecking Ball to disrupt your opponents and allow your 3 DPS to do all they can. But Timora playing that Sombra right now knows it's only a Wrecking Ball on the other side, so we'll be playing the hack antics as much as possible. Shiver, in the meantime, playing that Reaper Somi, though, just gonna get some value there with the Lucio. And it's Lucio Moira versus Luciana. What do you think is gonna be a key difference there of the support lines, as it's Timora right now getting the advantage yet again?
well for Team Ryusu. It's basically the Nano Reaper and the Pusho. Just feed in the Reaper who is Nano, deal damage, and yeah, basically do that. However, you have to know the cooldowns of Timora, because they are able to basically get away from your range, from your significant range.
Yeah, it really goes to show that it's just a different figure there. Pulse bomb though is available. Freak trying to get in position yet again. There we go right now with the Hanzo. Looking for an angle or two. Pulse bomb right now. Gonna get available for Freak, but that is just Ambi deciding to dash on in instead. Sound barrier used up by Vigilance. Met by the EMP here by Timora. And Timora doing all they can to really get the shutdown here. It has been an impressive romp so far from Timora all throughout this session. And they are looking to really just run away with it and more. In terms of kills, Timora used to with only 6, Timora in the meantime with 28. And it's just high time right now to see how much they can really go for even more.
You know, I think a Lucio Mercy at this composition, at this composition only, is viable. I think. Because you don't really have to top up that many tanks in the first place, and you're mostly healing up 200 to 250 HP here.
I mean, it really depends on your comp, depends on what DPS you're running in the first place. But there's good Sound Barrier, tossed out by Somi. Nana Boost though, given to Puntrick. He has the Dragon Strike available, trying to get as many shots as possible. And here comes Vincent right now, dashing on in again. Ambi in the meantime, Blade is in his clutches. Can he actually get the angle here? Shiver in the meantime, taking care of business yet again. And one last flash here for Timora Ryusu. After this one, we are going to be going on to our classic dive approach, and I believe that one is going to be on Gardens instead.
Ooh,
But
nice
Vigilance
headshot.
whips out the Zenyatta, gets rid of Shiver there, getting booped around though by Somi, and someone needs to touch as it's Puntrick's time to get that Dragon Strike on.
I think this is basically what Vigilance is thinking. Guys, it's 3 DPS. You know, if you just land headshots, they score, you can get the win.
Really is, with overtime not ticking on down. Still a contest though from Inorisu, trying to do all he can. Puntrick though does get to the Hanzo bumping up out of nowhere, but cool, let's right now from Wotash, and that's a Death Blossom from Shiver as well. Solid stuff right here right now from Timora, and an absolutely satisfying approach right there. 2 points right now, even though our scoreboard's a little weird there, but that's how it is.
0 to 2.
Now,
Okay.
I think we're going to the classic type. Oh, and Gardens, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, perfect.
Stick to the plan. And if you get
Classic
into
type.
trouble, I'll bail you out.
Perfect map.
Classic dive times, boys and girls, and here we go. It's finally time to see how this will all unfold. And it's high time to see who can really execute on the dive as much as possible. Ambi's still happy. Hey Ambi, you have to swap Ambi. Ambi? Ambi?
1.
Ambi? Ambi? Timora needs the hero. Good luck with your rollout. Starting again.
really started
Winston
doing.
Gaha. No, no restarts here. That is not. There's a mess things up. Are okay. I'm
Yeah.
not paying attention. Ambi's not paying attention,
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Okay,
Guys, I
that's
think that
okay.
will be the
Capture
downfall.
the
That will be the
objective.
downfall soon. I'm calling it now.
There is Shiver actually on the Genji. Ambi in position, and here we go right now. It's really interesting that the scoreboard is still that two point thing. So we'll just figure it out how that really works. But here we go yet again. It's Vigilance's time to shine. Tries to go for a movement again. So though Ambi in the face of adversity. Here comes Timura though, trying to get in position. It's been on around Bizarre, but a pretty good execute here from Timura Yusu. This looks like a sort of a composition that suits them a lot more in their playstyle. And well, it is finally time for Timura Yusu to try and get this first capture. Timura though having the recall yet again, trying to get on away one more time. That is the Genji throwing as many shurikens as possible. Funcher gets a tase on down. And a good start here from Timura Yusu. What do you think was the difference here, Rebirth, on this classic dive gameplay?
We can see that Tash was out of position. Like she was in this little teapot thing, and Inorisu just basically went for her. And the moment she died, there's basically no heals already for Timor.
Okay, it's still high time to get into the push again. Onto the bridge we go, but Freak already with a very quick Dragon Blade. Almost falls down though, wants to go for Tash, and whoa, that's gonna be a kill there. Freak right now does get 3, and that is just exactly what Timor needs. Potentially go for a reverse Freak first, though in the meantime, has the pulse available, popping that recall to get on the way, but Milsons for the proper bully instead. Here comes Inoue though in position, both of them gonna be there, set on up, and Timora actually catching out Vigilance as that is the Puncher coming closer there. Highly unfortunate. Freak though just hopping all around. Here comes Fatalist right now, ready with an anti boost. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's the monkey in the middle, going for the Primal Rage at the same time, going for a poop or two here and now. Yusu doing all they can to hold the line, and that's gonna be Montash again, caught out in the open. Shiver though with the trade, but in this carnage, it feels like for Yusu they have the advantage so far. Self-destruct though on the point, counter self-destruct, and big one from Milsons, big one from Yusu. Advantage still here for Timora, and this should be enough for them to potentially get this point back here, Rebirth.
Really unfortunate that Tash basically got bullied 3 fights in a row. It's really difficult for the Ana to cross the bridge, especially against the dive composition. It's really important to keep your Ana alive or your main support, since playing a dive, you are really vulnerable to damage if you're losing your mobility.
Oh my god, Timora! That is absolutely insane. Got the stick onto Yusu. Vigilance tried to go for the sound barrier, but unfortunately, Yusu literally looking up to just get the pulse bomb to connect. Team kill right there, and that is just Timora right now. Another solid capture. What the hell was that from Tim?
It just basically gave him free space for Timora. Super cool.
Super big, and you know, in terms of MVPs, it's already a pretty clear-cut affair. But here we go right now with the Dragon Blade Samurai gonna be into play again. So we're gonna get that boot chip, we're gonna get that takedown, and Timor right now wants to make this a 3-0, but sneaky peeky in behind, Patrick to force out the rotation. Gonna be backing on instead. Hershey doesn't have any blink though to try and survive things. And gonna be dueling against the Tracer. Somi instead will lead to that takedown.
It's really weird how I'm not seeing a Mercy and Echo here, but the Timora playing Tracer is really so good. You can see how flexible she is, to be honest.
Oh. Yet again, Quick right now with that kill to make Datsu as there's an Nano Blade in action right here, right now. And so far, so good.
I don't know how she fell, but okay.
Drop though, able to get on away. Wild Rage now is available. There we go with into play, and Timora Yusu desperate to get at least a point back. Can they actually get here on Lijiang Tower? Can they prevent the 3-0 sweep? Sleep Dart though, courtesy of Votas, good angle there to actually get the shutdown onto the Winston. But right here, right now, Patrick moving up just to jump on away again. Wild Rage is available. Somi trying to get the poop on, but the Soundwave doesn't connect because of the Bubble Blade. And here comes Ambi right now trying to get in position. Timora Yusu doing all they can and more. Here we go yet again. That is just gonna be Timora Yusu really forcing out the action here on Gardens, and this should be enough. A D-Neck there onto the Diva, self-destruct here and onto the south side. They get the capture. Here comes Tim though, going back to the point, trying to get a flank and assassination onto Noah, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon here, Rebirth.
They should really stop trying to attempt to cross the bridge, especially for Tash. They have to set up the Ana.
Freak, did you see that mid-air slash on the Shiver? Ambi right now though, Primal Rage is available, using it to the best degree. Unfortunately for Timura, they're getting booped away by Puncher instead, and it should be a point back for Timura Ryusu. We are still alive. Okay, and there you go. Tutsutsu, kayo na bahala. If you want a mirror, then go have an agreement. There you go, guys. There you go. It's all up to you now. We only had three special things, and we are gonna be back more into a standard fanfare. So whatever you guys want to play, it's gonna be high time to just enjoy any composition that you are playing with. And Agustin will all support.
Can we? I want.
Fine. I'll let it. Make a decision. I'll let it happen. I'll let it aside. I'll let him aside. I'll let it. Make a decision. Lahat na. Come on, guys. You have to make a decision, though. If it's gonna be on my power, if you can't have a decision in a minute, it's 2-2-2. Okay? Come on, guys. It's time to talk. It's time to talk at that. What is gonna be our next one? Bring back 6 support meta. Thank you. Will that be the show that are all support? I think
Yes,
it's good.
yes,
No issues with that. Anyone? Is there no issues with that? Then if we're good with that, then we are gonna be doing 6 support for this 4th map. So it's nice.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yep. Good luck. Good luck, guys. You are gonna need it. You are basically gonna need it, and we'll find out what the play here is. 6 supports gonna be into play. There's the Moira, there's the
Oh,
Bab,
top
there's
three?
the
Okay,
Brig,
good.
and
Why is
Mercy,
there a Reaper? Oh,
Mercy.
why is there a Reaper?
Ambi. Okay, there you go. Backing
Why
on
is there
that.
three?
Okay, we're good. What is Mercy wanting to play? It's the Lucio.
Oh.
Here we go, guys. It's high time to see 6 support versus 6 support. For proper compositions, we kind of get something a little memey, but you can really see the different roles here. You got the Brig for tanking, you got the Batiste for DPS, you also have, of course, the Moira for DPS in a way, but Ambi, that is Zenyatta, the real DPS here, gets for the Freak to start things off.
So it's really dangerous how Ambi is just basically tanking everything. Guys, you're not a tank as Zen. Brig maybe, but in normal circumstances you're not a tank. But in this case, you are a tank. So go forward.
It really is. It's just how it is sometimes. But Vigilance and Somi gonna be flying on the round. Neither side able to get the point yet because of all of the sustain in the world. And in all honesty, it's really gonna be on Fatalist and Shiver to make a difference here. One big fire grenade can really shut down anyone on the other side. Because in a warfare like this, it's 5 supports just healing each other as much as possible. Colossus right now in the play. We are gonna hear this permanent tick until someone gets the boop in time. And I think it's up to Mercy and Timura to really get something done into this one. Going for the boop yet again. Still keeping up the pressure. Here comes Fatalist at that, trying to get in position, and that's gonna be a big nade there from Shiver. That's that makes a big difference there, Rebirth. I feel right now set up to keep Inoriusu alive, but here for Timura, since they got the advantage, never mind though, Ambi and Shiver right now gonna get fire grenaded as well. Inoriusu gets the suck dry, we'll get to the takedown. Vigilance right now with the Valkyrie, and we are in a clash that never ends. Sandbagger right now into play. Somi right now going for a section onto Ambi. And here we go again and again and again. It's high time though for the Valkyrie with the pistol. Can Vigilance actually whip things out? So many in the meantime is going for the top of it instead. Fire grenade right now. It's the transfer from Ambi, but unfortunately the fire grenade still shuts that down as much as possible. And what a game so far here on Control Center. Neither side letting up. Rally right now, Sauce, and that is Timura Ryusu able to get things done.
Okay. So there are certain conditions that must be met so that you will be able to get kills and capture the point as fast as possible. 1. Discord. You want to kill the person who is discorded. 2. Amp matrix. Shoot through the amp matrix, then you get kills faster. 3. Grenade.
I think it's the biggest one, but I feel like right now from Timura Ryusu, they're going for the choke. Timura unable to really get the push on in the first place, but here and now that's a big fire grenade again. Next Fatal is gonna get that takedown in the first place. Somi though with the resurrection bringing Tash back to life, and hey, in an instance like this, will it actually be enough in the first place? It's high time though to try and survive. It's high time to try and keep things up, and here we go yet again. Timura gonna get on the board. We're gonna be going down. Here comes the amp agent now set up on the other side, and I've thought of a 5th map composition if we do need to, but for Timura, if they get this point back and they can hold it, they should be able to force the finish on the map already. Did you see that big date though from Exatalis again? He really knows his stuff for so long. Unfortunately though, he will get caught there and will get taken down. Visuals in the meantime surviving, but a good soul so far for the Mirror Yusu. Here comes break, here comes the Lucio. I feel set up already. Can Mercy survive though? Hippity hoppity goes to Froggy, but Ambi instead with the beautiful right click charge, and that is now Team Mora with the flip on back.
Yeah, that was actually a faster clash since they were able to pick up the supports one by one instead of just going different targets. This is basically like goals if you think about it.
It's goats with all healing and nothing else.
Yes,
It really is
all
important.
healing.
It
Yes.
really depends. Here we go yet again. There we go with the Transcendence, looking to make sure everything is going to be fine and sandy so far. Nana Boost right now, Freak going to be into the front line. Sandbar though, that's really well done by Tim because he knows that he has been fire grenaded there. But rally right now, courtesy of Freak. Botash in the meantime doing the same. And it's high time right here right now for Tomoriusu to regroup their lines because they have the advantage. Ambi has gone down already. Patrick in the meantime leaping on forward. A few healings here and there, trying to go forward. Tech Sandbar right now, keeping everyone alive. And Mercy even delaying it on the Freak to try and force out the out of position. Well played there to the Lucio. That is Tomoriusu doing all they can and more in a countdown like this. But so even though this was a really successful push for Tomoriusu, you can see the difference in terms of that percentage Rebirth. They made it to 57% so far for Timora, and it's not letting up whatsoever as Somi is going high under the air. Really not stopping whatsoever.
That was really smart of Somi. Basically just going up, down,
Up, down,
Fantastic.
super jump, super jump, super jump. But Tomoriusu comes on back. And,
I'm
Patrick. Apex pretty early. He wants to get a kill right now. He wants to stagger his opposition, but it's just not going to happen anytime soon. No ultimates available here for either side except the upcoming Apex for Milsons. Maybe that'll make a difference in the near future. Comes to the push though. That's going to be Freak right now, trying to get on the way, but it's very dangerous for the Brigitte. The shield's going to get shattered. Huge nade though. Shiver can go for the push with the rest of the crew.
Ooh, nice team to keep up Freak, but
It's just
Matrix can be dangerous.
Of course, especially with that Batiste as well as that Zenyatta. And already Sudo with the Coalescence, Patrick and Timora on the board. Bustos right now, getting a trade back, and this is looking very decisive here for Timora. They know they want to get this right now. Freak though with the rally, Vigilance with the Valkyrie as well. And a loss is aiming here for Tomoriusu unless that nade does connect. So it really is just all about getting the sustain, getting the movement just in time. Mercy though, keeping yourself topped up alongside Freak. In the meantime, it is Vigilance whipping at that pistol. Absolute chaos onto the point right now. Biotic are bouncing on around Vigilance right now, trying to survive. And in an instance like this, we'll see if this is gonna be enough. Here we go, though, with the Coalescence as well as the Nano Boost. Timora getting the biggest beam of them all. And on the south side, though, it's the Lucio, the Moira, as well as the Ana trying to survive. But it is just so difficult with Tim getting the tracking yet again. For Tomoriusu, feels like this is going to be point being given up because Timora has the numbers in the first place. It's the beginning of the end so far. And here we go, Rebirth. Another flip from Timora.
This is actually like one of the closest fights that we have ever seen here in the All-Star match.
Except that first map. Hey, the first map was really close, okay?
Yeah, that
Nepal,
was
like
close.
the first one was very close.
Yeah.
King's Row was a good one too because of that, just how much of a good push Tomoriusu had, but you know, overall it still has been Tomorrow's show. Ambi even catching out in Tomoriusu there. That is a big pick off. Something to note though, no speed boost here for Timora. They are just relying on all their utility and damage. And here we go right now with the Fire Grenade from X-Fatalist, trying to really shut down Botash. Beautiful I feel to keep them alive. Rally right now coming into play. Freak gonna be pushing on forward yet again. And will this be enough for a takedown onto Ambi? That's a real question. The focus fire heavy onto Zenyatta. I really get why that's the target because that does score a big difference. Sound barrier though in play. Here we go right now with the Amp Matrix. And who will run out the duration first? Freak right now quite low, will get shut down by Timora instead. It is gonna be looking really dicey here for Tomoriusu as they don't have that Brigitte into play. One resurrection may make a difference, but Vigilance getting focused down, and still it's Shiver instead with a big nade on the Fatalist. High time for Timora to get the shutdown here. The 6 support meta going in favor of the side that had the advantage all throughout the series, and that is gonna be our final map of the night. Timora with the win. And they get a 5-0 sweep here, but it was a very enjoyable time for pretty much everyone. I had a great time looking into that all-star match.
Really impressive to both sides knowing how to play those 6 supports. And to be quite honest, like I didn't realize until now, but ooh, that's a nice stick.
That was a beautiful stick, diba?
Yeah, that was really nice. Okay, so basically in the 6 support meta, you can actually like train up or feel or actually learn some fundamentals, to be honest, because it's basically like codes, but it's less how to say this, punishing, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can actually learn how to coordinate as a team, call targets, because no one's gonna die if you just have separate targets with all the massive healing in both sides. And basically, you need to know when to use your ability.
Yeah, and then so we're gonna be looking for an interview, and I think we're gonna get the kiddos of Wamanagi for this one to make this a little fun. Come here, come here. No, all of you, kasi Fun Trick, BG, and Timura. But yeah, you know,
Tomorrow.
I'm trying and Tim, like all three of you. I can't type Timura today, but any favorite master Rebirth?
Sorry.
Any favorite maps there?
Mm, Dude, Lijiang. It's the Lijiang one. That I was like, oh man, there's just so many special effects happening from your screen. I'm like, what's happening already?
Okay, so I guess we only have Fun Trick. You're the lone survivor. So let's yoink him real quick. Karito Bebe Boy Fun Trick. You have been left alone. And hello, Fun Trick. Oh, what do you guys say though? For that All Star match.
God damn, it's really hard, man.
Oh shit, your mic
Like,
sounds so
it's
good
really hard.
right now.
Wow.
Is it mahina or is
No,
it?
it's
No,
so
it's
good.
good.
Is it good? Is it
Oh
good?
oh yeah. I bought a new mic.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah.
So yeah,
So
so
yun.
what do you think
Flex.
about that whole All Star thing? We had representatives from everyone, and I gotta ask real quick: did you really try to focus down tomorrow between you and Vigilance?
Mm, not really because aside from tomorrow, the whole team is actually pretty good. They all gave us problems. Like if we focus them, then there's Milsons in the back. He's gonna flank. It's hard to focus one guy down.
Oh my god! But 5 maps of really interesting stuff. What was like the funnest map on the first four? What was the funnest map to really try to get a map away from Timora?
Let's see.
Yeah,
Think the
Nepal,
map.
KR, Gibraltar, and Volskaya for that 4 map set.
Probably Gibraltar. That's probably the one. I think it's the most fun.
Yeah, it was
If you
really
could call
simple
it fun.
second. Did you not have
You
fun?
get really hard. I had fun, but it's really hard to like push through the second choke.
I'm just making sure that you guys had an enjoyable time. And hey,
Yeah, the six supports was actually super
the
fun.
6 supports. That was
See,
actually
Yeah, that's
see.
nice. No,
actually
no, no. I was
actually.
gonna ask Nick. So, well, moving on to Lijiang Tower, we did so many different configurations. 6 supports is kind
Yeah.
of memeing. But what do you guys feel like? Like, where do you feel like you had the edge when you played Classic Dive? Was it just how you guys
Oh
really play
yeah.
it? How do you guys play it out, or what?
Um, Not really sure how the dive actually worked. I just like jumped whatever they said was low, and luckily they were low enough, and they died first. I think that's
Low
all it is.
enough.
Yeah, they were low enough.
Yeah, so
That's
fun.
it.
And hey, all I gotta say is thank you, Funchik, for not only filling up that slot, but also looking to enjoy everything. Anything you want to say though? It is the end of our All Star week. Anything you want to notes from our past 2 days?
Uh, the all of the All Star events were a lot of fun, and I hope that more people will join in the future to join the
Yeah,
community, get
we
to
hope so too.
know everyone else. So, yeah,
Yeah, I can't wait for that to
keep
happen. But
joining, keep joining Daks screams and pugs.
when we get them,
Wow.
wow, that was sellout. I love it.
Yes.
That's the sellout I'm looking for. You get an A+ in my book, Patrick. But yeah, thank you for your time. I know you got tossed here by Tim and Vigilance, but it was a great moment. So yeah, you can hop on out. Me and Rebirth gotta just announce something a little bits in the bits. And hey, Rebirth though, before I show off our last thing, I just gotta
Mhm.
ask real quick. What was your favorite moment in the All Star match? And then what was your favorite moment in the in the whole weekend and the whole week rather of the All Stars?
Well, my favorite moment was basically you announcing to me of how my BlizzCon was during my match with Never Forget.
Never forget these spaghetti.
Okay, and then my most my memorable moment for the All Star match was basically the six supports because support main, and you can see just like how crazy it went, and you can see that just kept going back and forth, back.
Back and forth indeed. For me, my favorite had to be the Wrecking Ball race, even though it was the most scuffed one. I just felt like I was a kid again, enjoying my time, and it was really exciting, especially those last few maps. It got super good, especially the Inorisu versus Fascinate one. It was
Oh
down to
yeah.
the wire. It was really close. But you know what else? I in the All Star match, I think my favorite was seeing the Kings Row defense from Timora.
Mm.
That was really solid in so many ways. But we have really rewarded solid play here in the new Invitationals Rebirth. And there is one more thing to announce before we end. So
Oh, what's
guys,
that?
it's time. We are going to be announcing the dates for the playoffs very soon. New Invitationals presents the first wave playoffs, and that is going to be coming your way when we have secured it. It is going to be very close. It will be either this month or next, but it's looking to be probably the next month because we want to be working with a certain someone with a certain group to with a
Oh,
certain sponsor rather to help us out in giving some really good pricing to our players. And hey, if that needs delays, it will give a lot of time for each of our teams to really practice and try to be as best as they can. Playoffs, mates. We had a regular season to get that seeding. And Rebirth, what do you think? What kind of preparations do you feel like these teams are going to be taking before, well, the playoffs happen?
well, since like there's gonna be some times basically where you guys will not practice from here on after the playoffs, so even if you're not really focusing or playing that much Overwatch, you still need to practice with teams or like scrims. Just warm up or get the feel of it from time to
Yeah, it really is. I cannot wait to honestly get into the playoffs. It's gonna be absolutely huge in the first place. And all I gotta say is we have been building this up for so long. We always keep saying playoffs, but it's finally happening, guys. It's finally time to say that we are gonna be doing it very soon, and it is high time for us to be announcing the first teaser about it. We'll be posting this as soon as we can as well. Of course, we're gonna be posting all the results from the All-Star Week on the page. And all I gotta say is, are you excited for the playoffs? Because I am.
Oh, definitely. Who wouldn't be
Definitely.
excited?
Yeah, it's gonna be a big one. But it's time to call it quits, Mr. Rebirth. We had a long night yet again. It was a very fun time, especially during the All-Star game. It was pretty hype, even though Timora won that 5-0. You could really see a lot of different interactions overall from every single player, from every single team. But we also can take note that it will be still a difference maker, Mr. Rebirth. That Timora difference. Still a big one.
Yes,
MVP. I'd have to say MVP. It's pretty obvious who the MVP
that's
is
pretty
after
obvious.
everything. Tamora is our MVP for the All-Star game, and hey, we had some really good championships. It was a victory for Ambi and Anna Paintball. It was Arctane winning out with a 1v1. It was Milson's winning out the Ryan Super Speed Charge. And then on day 2, it is Inoryusu with the Wrecking Ball race. Arctane again, the Farah FFA. And there you go, MVP for Timora and Team Timora winning that one out 5-0. So, there you go with our recap. It is high time for us to say goodnight. And thank you guys for tuning on in. It has been an amazing experience to bring you guys the New Wave Invitationals All-Star Day. And all I gotta say is really appreciate the support of the community. Really appreciate that you guys still stick on in the game. And I've been Dax. Joining me for tonight was Billy, Fascinate, as well as Mr. Rebirth here. And thank you guys for this session. We'll see you guys in the next one. We'll be announcing it on the page as well as the Discord for all people involved. And it is going to be a great time when we get into the playoffs. Bye. Have a good night.